Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the parchment of power. But it also really sucks.
No one ever said our tasks would be easy, especially now.
I get it. It would just be nice if the price of failure wasn't, you know, the end of the world.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie...
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies and I can sneak a peek at the parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
I thought you were trying harder to understand Strange and his magic.
I am. That's why I was asking him all those questions about the Darkhold.
So why the antagonism?
Because I don't understand it yet, and that bothers me.
Do you believe you can understand it?
Maybe I'll get it eventually. I always do. It's just... he's really good at it.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language.
Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
I will have to remember those words. They may need to be engraved on your tombstone.
Well, that's pretty grim. Oh wait, you mean decades from now when I die a happy and content old man?
No.
Listen, if I do die, the words on my tombstone are gonna be, "The man who rewrote the Darkhold."
For our sakes, I hope you are right. And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Hydra mystics are opening a gate. You've got to stop them. There's no telling what might emerge.
Are they it? I thought we were facing a mortal threat to the world.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
That's one mystic out.
Work with me on this one. Good effort.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call forth.
Dodge this.
They're actually trying to hide from us. nowhere to run.
Now that was something.
Servants of Lilith.
No time for hide and seek.
Calling something forth. You need to stop them.
Can't run from this.
Change your mind?
Light is on our side. The power of the light. You have earned this.
Feeble effort.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
desertion rate is for Hydra lackeys.
Here we go.
They are repositioned.
This is not good.
My purpose is...
Tell him who said it. They still haven't changed their minds.
Time is out. You need to stop that ritual now.
Was it worth it?
That was something.
Don't mention it.
Your time has come. Weak, even for Hydra.
Soon they arrive.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
They'll remember that one.
Let's try this.
Nice move. What's this? Where have I seen that before?
can do this the hard way or the easy way. Both are gonna hurt.
It is good to be back in the fight.
Whatever gets the job done.
We've done it.
Thanks for meeting me out here.
Of course, Robbie. What is on your mind?
I woke up with this funny feeling this morning.
Oh, and what was that?
Well, I got out of bed, got dressed, looked in the mirror, and saw the Ghost Rider standing before me. You know, the real deal. And you know, it didn't feel weird. It was like I knew I could handle anything the day handed to me. No problem. What's with that?
I'm pretty sure it is called confidence, Robbie.
Oh, so that's what confidence feels like. I don't think I felt it before. Not like this anyway. Guess the confidence you had in me was contagious.
I am heartened to hear that, Robbie, but you overcame your own demons. No offense to Sparky, of course. The credit goes all to you.
You know, I was thinking, once all of this is over, I'm gonna go back to my old stomping ground, have my very own homecoming moment.
Ready for your hero's welcome?
Ready for some neighborhood deep cleaning? You should come with. Got plenty of bad guys in East LA that are long due for a tune-up from our badass Hunter Ghost Rider duo.
I will consider it.
Yeah, I get it. Take your time. No pressure. Just thought, because we made such a good team here, we could take it on the road, do some good in bad places.
Is East LA a bad place?
It's a little rough around the edges, but it still has a lot of soul. Kinda like you. I'm ready to go back for sure.
And I look forward to hearing all about the glory of East LA's very own spirit of vengeance.
Yeah, well, we're both gonna have to wait a minute on that. This flaming gearhead ain't riding off to the sunset before we finish what we started. And as always, I've got your back.
Why do you have so much money?
Is a reconstituted revenant about to hit me up for cash, or...
I mean, what is the point of having so much?
Oh, you aren't kidding. Concept of billionaire didn't exist back then, huh? What's the best way to put this? Money isn't everything, but it's a lot of things. It gets you access and greases the wheels. If you want to make big changes, money is a necessary evil.
Then you recognize that too much money is harmful.
It's indifferent. But if that leads you to your own indifference, the harm you introduce can affect the world. I don't always get it right, and money alone is rarely the answer. But if smart investments mean I can fix what's busted, I'm gonna drop that cash now and sweat the details later.
Are you finally beginning to understand now? Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the parchment of power?
You are right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.